A professor was apparently worried about conditions on their campus. Welcomed students to class by calling them vectors of disease to him. He has now been suspended. Some college students in Michigan might have expected their professor to cover the usual topics in a video kicking off the semester this week: attendance, grading, plagiarism. But Barry Mehler gave them a lot more than the basics. Mehler, a history professor at Ferris State University in Big Rapids, Michigan, told his students he didn't want to know anything about them, not even their names, because you people are just vectors of disease to me. The 74-year-old said it didn't matter how, and that's another, hey, there's a big problem on college campuses with a lot of things, and some of it has to do with this 74-year-old motherfucker still teaching. He was probably a tenured professor, and he stayed well beyond his usefulness, and he's actually holding up a job that would be better suited to a younger professor who is probably an adjunct and not near as secure in their employment. Because that has been rampant. Yeah, rape on campus is definitely a huge problem, and you don't hear about that because campuses go way out of their way to cover it up. They don't want local news stories about all the rapes that happen on their campuses because then people wouldn't want to come to their fucking, because they got to sell it. This is the problem with college as a product. It does not serve the people. But I have a problem with professors overstaying their welcome. And it's the same thing with lawmakers. Dianne Feinstein, there was another one. There's one in like Georgia that they think has dementia now and should step aside. Ginsburg should have retired long before she did. Not Brock Lesnar. Not Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar is an incredibly cool guy, apparently, and likes people now. Brock Turner is who you were thinking of. Brock Lesnar is the multi-time WWE champion, UFC champion, IWGP champion. Like, fucking, he has won all the fucking belts. Suplex City, bitch. Oh. She might be. It might be like a weekend at Feinstein's thing going on. And somebody just got a pole stuck up her ass. Go complain to your dean. Go ahead, Mehler said. I'm retiring at the end of this year, and I don't care any longer. Dude, you probably should have retired a long time ago. As of early Friday, the 14-minute profanity-laced video has been viewed more than... What? It's posted? Where's the link? I wanted the video. Well, we can't stand for this now. Because here's the thing is I have a picture of what he looked like. That it was like a 14-minute video. 14 minutes. Hopefully we get the best part here then.
Coming in. Here we are, Houston. And there we go. So let me take this off. I don't know whether you people have noticed.
Now I don't want to mock him for that. There's a lot of right-wing sides that are mocking him like, what if he's immunocompromised?
Go. So let me take this off. I don't know whether you people have noticed, but it's dangerous to breathe the air. Many of your experts are advising wearing masks because there's a deadly virus spreading around.
It's dangerous to breathe the air for a lot of reasons in this country.
And life on your planet is going extinct. Maybe you just didn't notice, but the level of suffering on this planet is going through the roof. I want to introduce myself before we actually meet F2F. as we say these days, which everybody knows means fuck to fuck, which really means that we're all fucked. When you see me next week, I'll be wearing this helmet. This helmet is actually $300. It's got HEPA filters all around it, so that all the air that comes in, that I'm breathing, comes in through the HEPA filters, and all the air that I breathe out goes out through the HEPA filters, so that it protects both.
You should have just retired. You shouldn't be teaching still.
This deadly virus.
You're holding up a spot for a younger professor that's probably far more qualified, and clearly you got more money than you know what to do with.
I may have fucked up my life flatter than hammered shit, but I stand before you today beholden to no human cocksucker and working a paying fucking union job and no limber dick.
I kind of like him. I kind of like this dude. Holy shit.
To no human
I might learn some insults from him.
Sucker, and working a paying fucking union job. And no limber dick cocksucker of an administrator is going to tell me how to teach my classes, because I'm a fucking tenured professor. So if you want to go complain to your dean, fuck you, go ahead. I'm retiring at the end of this year and I couldn't give a flying fuck any longer. You people are just vectors of disease to me, and I don't want to be anywhere near you. So keep your fucking distance. If you want to talk to me, come to my Zoom. So what you really want to know is, how the fuck am I going to get out of this course alive and with an A? That is the real question. How does this asshole professor grade?
They're probably going to have an adjunct the rest of the semester. That's how.
You don't have a thing to worry about because there's absolutely nothing you can do. You have no control over your grade. It doesn't matter how fucking hard you work or how great your grades are. My grading system is based on the Calvinist doctrine of predestination. I figure if it was good enough for America, it's good enough for me. The Indians didn't lose because they failed. They tried everything and nothing worked, because the universe doesn't give a shit about justice. It's all predestination, and you all are predestined to lose just like the Indians. So you should know that the American colonies, especially in the North, were founded by Christians who were basically Calvinists of one sort or another. And the Calvinist doctrine can be seen woven through.
I'm sorry I'm not responding to you right now, Ricky. I'm flabbergasted. What the fuck are we watching? Wow. He is definitely off his rocker, talking about Calvinism and predestination and shit. What was this dude teaching? What? What was he teaching? A social scientist, a professor of humanities at Ferris State University. His dissertation was entitled A History of the American Eugenics Society. Motherfucker, this dude's... Apparently this is not his first run-in with controversy. Mehler was a driving force behind a successful campaign to have an American Psychological Association Lifetime Achievement Award for Raymond B. Cattle postponed because of his claims that some of his writings were racist. What? Maybe it was an American expansion class, early U.S. history or some shit. He was a social
of
scientist.
one sort or another. And the Calvinist doctrine can be seen woven through American ideas about justice. You might want to check that out someday, but we're going to move on. Here's how Calvin saw the universe. Calvin believed that a person was either predestined for salvation or damnation. Most people were chosen for damnation, and that's because all human beings are sinners damned by their own ugly souls. But despite how disgustingly ugly your soul might be, God in his infinite mercy has chosen, at random I might add, a few individuals for salvation. These people are saved by grace alone, not by any righteous actions they may have performed. It doesn't fucking matter whether you go to church or give charity, your actions don't count. Nobody earns salvation because nobody is that good. And that is why, and that's the way it is in my class. I figure if it was good enough for Calvin, it's good enough for me. None of you cocksuckers are good enough to earn an A in my class. So I randomly assign grades before the first day of class. I don't want to know shit about you. I don't even want to know your name. I just look at the number and I assign a grade. That is how predestination works. And don't come fucking complaining to me. Take your complaints to God. He ordained this system, not me.
A Ferris state professor.
Well. He's been placed on administrative leave. They probably can't fire him. University president David Ellsler said he was shocked and appalled by the video. It is profane, offensive, and disturbing, and in no way reflects our university or its values. Yeah. I think God thinks you're a jerk, dude. I don't think it's God's system. Yeah, I bet he is extremely racist, and right-wingers believe in like a hierarchy, right? They don't believe in democracy or anything. They believe in the hierarchy, and they just happen to be at the top of the hierarchy, the straight, white, cis males.